Warning: this presentation contains some not-so-pleasant images and content material. Viewer discretion is advised. A report of child abuse is made every 10 seconds. Almost 5 children die every day as a result of child abuse. More than 3 out of 4 are under the age of 4. Child abuse occurs at every socioeconomic level, across ethnic and cultural lines, within all religions and all levels of education. Children are suffering from a staggering epidemic of child abuse of various types. Neglect, physical abuse, sexual abuse, psychological maltreatment, and others. As we can see, neglect accounts for over half of abuse cases, which includes emotional neglect, physical neglect, and medical neglect.
Trouble, 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 trouble. Trouble been dog in my soul since the day I was born. Worry, 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 worry. Worry just will not seem to leave my mind alone. Well, I've been saved by a woman.
Indicators of child abuse: decreased or damaged self-esteem, learning disabilities, speech impediments, violent behavior, marks, bruises, scrapes, memory disturbances, hearing impairment, overly fearful or timid, sexualized behavior, or isolation from peers. It's important. A mandated reporter is someone who, in the course of their work where family and children contact is expected, you are legally required to report any knowledge, observation, or any reasonable suspicion of abuse. About 1/3 of all individuals who were abused or neglected as children grow up to abuse or neglect their partner, spouse, or child. This can occur when children who either experience abuse or witness violence between adults learn to use physical punishment as a means of parenting their own children.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Feels like every time I get back on my feet, she comes.
Domestic violence is characterized as physical, emotional, or financial abuse directed toward a spouse, domestic partner, or significant other. More than 1 million women and almost 400,000 men are stalked each year by their partner. Like child abuse, domestic violence is age, gender, race, religion, socioeconomic, and culturally neutral. It can happen to anyone. Signs of domestic abuse include quick whirlwind start to the romance. Partner wants to be with you all the time and tracks your locations and schedule. Is often jealous and attempts to isolate using acts of love. Pressure to do things out of norm or your comfort zone. Criticizes friends or family. Controls money, isolates you from your peers, and is quick to blame others for the abuse.
She won't let me go. 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 Oh.
At-risk youth are considered children who are exposed to domestic violence, are at risk for developmental problems, psychiatric disorders, school difficulties, aggression, and low self-esteem. Youth at risk of failure in some major system necessary to assure a happy life, including community, school, social, family, sexuality, and law. Children who experience some form of child abuse are 59% more likely to be arrested as a juvenile. Abused adolescents are 25% more likely to experience teen pregnancy, and about 80% of 21-year-olds that were abused met criteria for at least one psychological disorder.
She good to me. She good to me.
Where to go for help? For child abuse, you can call 911, contact your local child abuse hotline, or contact your family doctor. For domestic violence, you can also call 911, your local domestic violence hotline, or the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE or 8233. For at-risk youth, you can contact your school counselor, family doctor, or www.at-risk.org.